Hi everyone, welcome to ET Points Home. Today we're talking about, is it really necessary to have credit cards? Now, that question is being posed as just kind of something to think about because I've had some interactions with colleagues and friends, and some of them only have one credit card, maybe two credit cards from the bank that they've been banking with for the last 10, 15, 20 years, since they were teenagers, I guess, or just young college students. It's just kind of the first bank that they've ever had, and they went with the credit card that they were offered. Now, it's just that. There was nothing special to it. I asked them, why'd you get that credit card? Well, it's because they've had them for that long. And as someone that's kind of thinking about, or at least doing some things with having credit cards, signing up for bonuses, and using them for, travel and cashback, whatnot. Just getting the perks and benefits of each credit card that I acquire. It was kind of something that I was interested in knowing about, why haven't they gotten more than the one credit card that they've had or two credit cards that they've had? And when I pose a question to them, hey, are you interested in getting another one? And they say, well, no, not really. I just don't think I should get another one, or I do need another one. And it's just an interesting point of view because, it's true. I just had to look into this, and, when you have your banks, even the, normal big banks, Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, or any of these guys, right? They do have incentives to use your debit card to, you have 10% back or 5% cash back or whatever it is when you go to Best Buy, or let's say go to Costco. I don't know, somewhere around there. Maybe some kind of store that gives you some kind of percentage back for going there. So that's basically a cashback credit card, right? Or on the other hand, you also have the new fintechs or, online banking, namely Chime or Discover, right? American Express checking account. If you use your debit card, they will actually give you, I think right now, 2 points, MR points per dollar. Okay, and that's a debit card. Wow, that's great. So you're getting almost the same perks as their credit card, and you can use those points for travel and without having to have gotten a credit card and getting a hard pull or a hard inquiry on your credit report. That's great, right? I mean, and another thing is Chime is one of those fintechs that has a feature called Credit Builder. And with this one, it's basically a secure credit card, but you set the limit by putting in whatever money you want to put in there. For example, $200, $50, $500, who knows, whatever you have in there. But it acts like a debit card. So, but this thing doesn't have, they don't have a hard inquiry or anything like that would affect your credit score in a negative manner. What they do report though is, are you paying off whatever purchases and spend that you put on there? And they report the positive aspects of your credit card use. And I think that's great. That's very helpful for a lot of people. And, I don't think it has the same perks or benefits that normal credit cards have, but it does help to build your credit in a less, I guess, for a lack of a better word, detrimental way to your credit score per se. So another one that I'd like to mention is one of these new ones. It's a One Financial, and it's a very interesting one because they have also the same thing, a credit builder card, but just in general, their debit card. When you spend a certain amount for, let's say, Walmart, because Walmart's one of their, I think that's their main partner or something like that. I really didn't look too far into it, but they do have that option where you spend $20 at Walmart, you get $5 back, or vice versa. No, that can't be right. That can't be vice versa. But the point being is, when you spend something, you get something back for your debit card spend in Walmart. So, that's a pretty good cash back return. I mean, was that 25%? That's better than 4% cash back, 4 times points cash back. It's not points, but it's a cash back for your spend. So without even having to use a credit card. So again, we have to return to the question: are credit cards then necessary? Well, in order to kind of think about this question in a different light, now they have other creators and other fans of credit cards have spoken about this regarding, well, you have purchase protections, you have protections for when you buy a cell phone, and you get the cell phone protection when you pay for, with a certain credit card. And okay, that's great. You get protections for that. And that's the positive thing about that. But what if you bought it from Costco per se, right? And you used your own debit card? Don't you get a year extra protection for buying that equipment from Costco? I think they have that program going for that. So, okay. And you pretty much, I don't think there's much of a limit to that return or to take it back to Costco, because they take back pretty much everything, maybe even fruit, right? So you got that covered, the purchase protections and okay. So then, all right, so there was another argument for using credit cards, which is, when you buy, or there was a fraudulent pay or spend on your credit card, and you're not liable for the fraudulent purchase, and they'll give you back your money right away. Oh, okay, well, that's true, but I believe American Express checking account does the same thing, or even Chase, I believe, has that. I'm not sure, but I know that there are some banks that do have that feature where you have zero liability for fraudulent purchases, right? And so they would give you back your money. Okay, well, there you go, and there's that. So in essence, then, does it make sense to get a credit card at this point for building credit, for getting your credit score up there, for all of these things? Yes, it does. It still does make sense to get a credit card, because even though you have these banks and they do give you these cash backs, and it's true, if you don't want credit cards, that's great. That's to each their own, right? However, we do live in a world where credit makes a difference, I guess. Credit scores make a difference. It kind of, unfortunately, sets apart a good um, purchase, a good interest rate, right? Or, dare I say it, a better lifestyle, right? A better life, I guess. If you have good credit, you got a really good interest rate on a house or on a car, on any kind of big purchases, and sets you apart from the ones that have less than fair or good credit. And it's a little tougher, even in the realm of living in a good apartment or a good area. And it's sad but there is a disparity in that situation where credit scores unfortunately sets apart your lifestyles from your neighbor or from others. And that's just the way it is, I guess. I'm not one to change the norm, I guess, at this point, but we just have to play within the boundaries of what the rules are. And the better informed we are on playing the game or knowing the rules and how to play that game, maybe it'll make the game a little better, a little more enjoyable, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about that, just pose that question. But in my opinion, like I said, to each their own. In my realm, in my household, we do use credit cards, and I do pay them off every month. And I do use the points for travel, hence ET Points Home, the name of the channel here. And I'm not gonna lie, it's very exciting to redeem these points for, oh wow, I've never stayed in this better or good hotel, or wow, luxurious hotel for a fraction of the price. Whoa, okay. I can't do that with my debit card because it goes straight from my bank account to this. But now that I have a buffer zone with having some points and some cash, I'm paying maybe 15, 20, 25% of the price that it would be. Wow, that's very helpful, especially for for having a family. If you're by yourself, that's even a better redemption or better experience, because then now you can get a really ultra luxurious places and ultra luxurious flights. So anyway, the point being is, yes, in my opinion, it's still fairly necessary to have these credit cards. Do you need as many as others have, from 10 to 20, 50? I don't know. To each their own, as much as we would like to say, one should be enough, which is true, one should be enough. But, in reality, it depends on each individual, each family. But I'm still on the side of having credit cards in your arsenal, even though I do have certain amounts of bank accounts, namely the American Express checking account that has, earning potentials for 2 MR points per dollar at this time anyway. And then you have Discover that has 1% cash back for using their debit cards. I don't have the Discover one, but like I said, just One Financial, I have that one. And sometimes just go to Walmart for some kind of convenient item that you gotta buy. I don't know, toilet paper, whatever, and you get $5 back for buying toilet paper. All right, or just a couple of apples. I don't know, whatever you want to buy from Walmart. I don't know, it's just a great little perk of having that account. Anyway, well, thank you for coming by and listening. And I don't know if you're team no credit card or a little bit of credit cards or team all in for credit cards and perks and points and benefits. But hey, you can comment below or and if you, I don't know, maybe we can have a discussion. I don't know. I'll try to reply as quickly as I can. But again, thank you for coming by and just kind of having a little, hopefully, thought-provoking episode. And maybe it'll help in sort of deciding if what you would like to be, what your household would like to be as far as team credit card or team no credit card or team some credit card. Okay, well, thank you again, and you have a great day. Come back, and bye.